Hello, family. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. I'm so glad that you came and dropped by the kitchen today. You know, it's just not the same when you're not there. And we've been through holidays, and I hope all the trees down and the lights are down. And I hope you're not down, but I hope everything else is down that needs to be packed away. And let's just start on this new threshold of a new year. And I'm excited because change is something that we fight. But change can be very good. And things change, let's face it. It happens, and we have to deal with it. And I'm very happy because I believe that when things change and it's inflicted on us, many times it's the Lord saying, I've got something different for you. I've got something new for you, something you have not achieved before, if you never thought about before. And so I look at it as a challenge. And you know what? If the Lord takes you to it, he will take you through it. Very simple. If he takes you to it, he'll take you through it. So there are some changes on our program today. And first of all, I've told you before that Patty, who was our prep chef and worked with me, she's gone on to her dream of having a bakery. And we're excited for her in that respect. And so the Lord has sent us Tammy Drysdad. Now, Tammy has worked with us before for a brief time before she started her family, like 8 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. But here's the family. Look at this precious family. There's her wonderful husband, Jason, and there's Tammy, and there's Will. He's the big boy. That's the one that right before he was born, she was working with us. And then there's two other, tell me the other children's name, Tammy?
Abby and Jake.
Abby and Jacob. Look at that family. Aren't they cute? I tell you, precious, just precious. And Tammy's going to be working with us. She's a great cook. She's a wonderful mother, a wonderful wife. And you know what the bottom line is? She really loves the Lord. And it's obvious by her actions, by her mannerism, and by the way she is. So she's going to be helping us, and you're going to get to meet her in just a minute. But first, we're going to take our today's at-home hint. When we come back, you're going to get to meet Tammy Drysdad. We'll be right back. Here's today's at-home hint. When making meatballs or meatloaf, you need to know how the mixture tastes before you cook it. So make a little patty and fry it in a pan like a mini hamburger. Then you can taste it and adjust the seasonings.
If you have an at-home hint, a favorite recipe, or just a friendly greeting you'd like to share, we'd like to hear from you. Post it in the comments of this video or visit our Facebook page.
Well, welcome aboard, Tammy.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're not as glad as we are that you're here. And that applause is for you. We're so glad that you joined our team. And she's a great lady, and you're going to see her cook and bake. And you really like to cook, don't you?
Oh, I love cooking.
What about you cook all the time for the kids and your husband?
I don't cook as much as I would like to. My kids are 7, 4, and 2, and they keep me busy, and they're running around my feet when I try to cook, and so I don't spend as much time in the kitchen as I would like, but I'm trying to do it more now.
Yeah. Well, I think that as they get older, you'll do more, too.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And that's the important thing. Okay, so today she's going to make a sausage gnocchi. These are 2 different kinds of pastas, side dishes that go with them, and I think you're going to like this. And this one has sausage, a sweet Italian sausage. What do you got in there going?
So far, I have onion and some olive oil in here.
You're just browning. That's nice and brown.
Yeah, I'm just browning that
now
good.
What are we gonna
and then
do?
we're going to put some garlic in.
Okay.
And some Italian seasoning.
Okay.
And you get that cooking until the garlic is kind of soft.
Soft, okay. And then just tell us what else we're going to put in here.
Yeah, add some water and salt and sugar and more Italian seasoning. And then you have a tomato sauce.
And what's that back there? Is that cheese or something?
Yeah, that goes on late after you get all that mixing real good.
Okay.
You put some Parmesan cheese or Romano, whichever one you have.
And this is the sausage that we've already browned, and we've cooked it, browned it, and then we've sliced it into just medallions. Like that's going to go back in there. And the sauce, and I see, is that basil up there?
Yes.
And then we're doing it over.
Actually, I'm sorry, it's parsley.
Oh, parsley. And we're doing it over the fresh gnocchi. So you got your pan of water going for that. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I'm going to let you go for there, and I'm going to make one of the sides while you make that, okay?
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, mine, and I love cauliflower. I don't know if you do or not. Oh, do you like it?
Cauliflower's so good.
I love cauliflower. This is a...
I think my husband didn't really eat it, but
really?
I like it. Yeah.
Well, maybe this will be an incentive.
Yeah.
He might change his mind. Okay, I'm going to take a couple of eggs. Just going to toss them. And this is a breaded cauliflower. In other words, we're going to put a batter to it. And I'm going to do 3 eggs because it looks like a lot of cauliflower. Very simple to bread, but you want to make sure that you mix the eggs up. Beat them up, as they say. Because you know why we do that, Tammy? We do that because the white and the yolk is what makes it seem very rich, but the white is what has the power to make it stick.
Okay.
So you want that flavor together, so you just do it, you mix them up like that, all right? Okay, good. Now what I have here is just plain flavored breadcrumb. Now that can be Italian, that can be plain. It could be panko. Panko is a Japanese breadcrumb. You can use whatever you want. And then some Parmesan, fresh Parmesan. Let me get rid of this, okay? And I'm gonna go in here, get another fork, because we wanna mix this up well. Because this is so simple, it's like almost embarrassing. You want your oven to be on a really nice hot 350 degrees. Get rid of some of this mess here. And you just take your head of cauliflower and you make it into florets. Now, if you want them smaller than this, make them any size you want. But you're going to dip this into the eggs. You want to make sure it covers well. And then from the egg, drain it off. You're going to put it right into the breadcrumb. And once that gets covered, that's all there is to it.
Oh,
I'm
so
almost
nice and
embarrassed,
easy.
huh?
That's so nice and easy.
Now this has oil. I've taken olive oil and just painted the whole cookie sheet with it because basically it's going to cook on that sheet when we put it in that hot oven. Simple, easy to do. You can do this ahead of time and you're ready to go. You can keep this on warm after they bake. They have to be nice and tender, though. You really want to do that. What are we doing over there, girl?
I got the sauce and everything simmering good. I'm just waiting for it to get going a little bit. It has to simmer for 20 minutes.
Okay, well, it's not going to simmer that long.
Yeah.
We can do that. Why don't you drop your pasta?
Okay.
Because the fresh pasta doesn't take as long either, does it? What's it say on your bag to cook that? About 3 or 4 minutes, something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. That's what you want to do. All right. You know, I don't know if you feel like I do, but I'm really like tired of all the holiday foods, like the ham and the pork and the this. I just want something different. Mm-hmm. And so the other night, Paul and I, we just bought a pizza and made a salad. I was like, wow, is this ever good? You know, Paul doesn't like pizza normally, but he tolerated it. He really enjoyed it. But it was good because you just get tired of that couple weeks, you know, it's just too much of that.
Yeah, it's a lot of food during the holidays.
Oh my goodness, everybody.
And it's nice to mix it up when it comes off the holidays.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, is that thick? Is that too thick, do you think, or does that need some tension there? Let's throw that sausage in there, let that cook a little bit longer. That will be good. We can get some fire under that. We need to hear that because I think that's the key. We're doing this pasta, and then the next pasta is a quick and easy pasta that I think you're going to like that one too. I just thought these were something that maybe, since the first of the year now, you know, it would be nice to do something different. Let's get away from all this heavy cookies. I tell you what, I baked so many cookies this past year from the cookies that we did on the program. And then, you know, I told you I'm married to the original Cookie Monster. And I had to redo some because he was going to the basement too often and coming up with a smile on his face. And you know what that means? Cookie crumbs everywhere, all over the floor. I know it. And his brother is my brother-in-law, he's the same way. So we did a lot of cookies this year, but it's nice to give them away. People enjoy them, especially people that don't bake, you know?
Right.
I bet your kids like cookies, don't they?
Oh, yeah. And I did a cookie exchange this year, and so we ended up with
nice.
I still have probably 6 of the 8 dozen left.
Really?
Because
Wow.
I try to give them just, you know, they would eat them all day long if I let them.
Yeah, like adults do.
Yeah. And so we're trying to kind of get them out of the house because we're trying to look for healthier ways of.
Sure. I think that's important for all of us to do that. I really do. I think we need to add more vegetables and those kind of things into our diet because I think it's just better for us.
That's why I'm excited to try this.
Yeah.
Any way to
and
get some
not
vegetables.
fried. It's not fried, you know.
Right.
You know what? We're going to check on that sauce, and I'm going to be continuing to do my cauliflower. And when we come back, we've got a whole lot more. Don't you go away. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Do you love watching At Home with Arlene Williams? Then be sure to check out our new YouTube channel. It's filled with classic episodes from over 20 years of At Home, and more videos are added each day. And don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
All right, we have one of the pastas done. We have the cauliflower baking in the oven, if you were watching us in the first segment. Now, you're doing another. This is called super easy and quick pasta. And honest, this one is like, what's not to like? Let's just say it that way. She's cooked a pound of regular spaghetti, and she's drained it a little bit more than al dente, huh? Like you want it to be pretty soft.
Yeah.
She's got,
chewy.
how much butter's in there?
There is 1/3 of a stick of butter in here.
Okay, and what she's doing is she's put the hot pasta in with the butter, and she's just letting the butter melt, and it's coating the pasta, all right? Then tell us what you're gonna do.
Next, we're gonna add the tomato paste.
So that's is that 6 ounce?
This is a 6 ounce
That's
can.
6 ounce. And you don't dilute it or anything, you just put it right in there, okay? I'm telling you, this is so easy, but when we get to the best part, you're gonna understand why we're like, oh, we can't wait.
I love nice and easy recipes.
Oh, me too.
They help when I have the kids running around my ankles. You know,
Oh, sure.
Get a nice easy
Hey,
recipe.
well, I don't have kids running around ankle. I have a husband that's running around my, and he likes that stuff, you know, so.
And then we're doing two 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce.
Okay. That's the sauce. So we have the paste, which will thicken it, and the sauce, which will thin it out. That's your basis for all this. And then, the best is yet to come. Okay. Then
Next, we're gonna add in 3 slices of American cheese.
Now, wait a minute. Do you have to mix that around first? Okay, she's gonna mix the tomato stuff all around. Let that coat that pasta. I've never seen a pasta made like this before. This is phenomenal. Okay, and it's just gonna coat. There's not a lot of spices and stuff in this. There's not tons of Italian dressing or tons of garlic and stuff. This is real different. And the fact that she's gonna add American cheese. Now, thick slices, 3 thick slices of American cheese, and you want to break them up so that they're going to melt down because you have this over the lowest flame. You're doing all this over a really low flame because the flame is what's going to help to keep that melt, but you don't want it to cook. You just want it to melt. And she's going to stir that until it's melted and it's covering the pasta. What can I say?
So after we do the American cheese,
Then what do you do?
we go ahead and we put cream cheese in it.
We do an 8-ounce package of cream cheese
excited
cut up
about the
in
cream
little
cheese.
chunks. That's going in there next. Wait, has it melted yet?
No.
Okay, let's cook. Let's let that
You
cook a
wanna-
little bit till it
okay.
melts down. And then finally, what are you putting in? Is that parsley there or is that basil?
That's basil.
That's basil. That's the spice that's going to flavor this. I'm telling you, that's one of those. It's like so simple, so easy, but oh, so good.
Oh, I can't wait to try it.
I know. I'm drooling here, Okay, I'm going to make some breadsticks to go with our meal today. And this is just some flour. See, it'd be nice if I could read how much it is. Let me give you the ingredients. Okay, I have 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. I have 2 1/4 cups of flour, 3 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. That's this one. That's going in next. Okay, 3 teaspoons of sugar. It goes in next. 1 1/2 teaspoon of salt goes next. And 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. That goes in. And some garlic powder. Just a teaspoon. So you're going to get that flavor in there, okay? Now, all I'm going to do, mix this well, just like this. You see all that? You want to make sure that that flavor gets through all the flour. You're still waiting on that one, huh?
Yeah, this will take a while to melt.
To melt that cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
Now I'm
well
gonna
worth
add,
the wait, right?
yeah. Now I'm gonna add the butter. Whoops, I think the butter was supposed to go in the pan. I just remembered that. Let's see if we can salvage it.
Would
Let's
you like
have
me to
some
get
more
you some
melted
more
butter.
butter?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll just set that on there, melt that down. I'm gonna take some of that out because I don't want that to ruin my... After you read so many recipes, you're like, okay, what am I doing on this one? Actually, I was gonna make that one. She was making this and we swapped it the last minute, so I'm not real familiar with this, but it'll be okay. It's gonna be fine. I have some here we can just spread out. And what I'll do here then is add the milk, which is 1 cup, which was supposed to go in here. Surprised Lori, standing off camera, wasn't screaming at me, you know, no, no. She does it every once in a while. She's on her good behavior. It's the beginning of the year, that's why, I guess. But anyway, we're just gonna mix this around until a dough forms, just like that. And what you want the butter on the pan for is when we get this rolled out and cut into strips, we're gonna lay it on here and dip it in the melted butter, twist them, lay them down, and then bake them off. Sprinkle them with some additional Parmesan cheese. It's gonna be some really good, just breadstick strips, butter strips, okay? So, we're almost there with this. We're gonna knead this a little bit so we get a nice smooth dough coming off of it. Yeah. There we
The
go.
butter's almost ready.
Okay, good. Thank you, dear. Okay, now we're gonna bench flour here. And if it's a day that's rainy out, you're gonna need more flour, so be prepared. If it isn't, it's a nice day, then you probably won't. But either way, you do what you have to do because doughs are temperamental and they do what they want to do. We got buzzers going off. We got things happening everywhere. Okay. Now, need some more flour here. You don't want it to stick to your board, so you want to make sure you have lots of flour. It'll just absorb into the actual dough. See how quickly that pulls together? Still a little wet. Don't want it to stick. Oh, that's the cauliflower coming out. Oh,
Looks so good.
wait, just wait. Look how nice this is. Very nice.
Here's some more melted butter.
Thank you, dear. You want to pour that right on there for me, please?
On the pan?
Yes, right on the pan. Thank you. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to roll this out. Needs to be 9 inches by 12 inches. So they need to be a little on the thick side. Hands always look so lovely when you do this with the dough sticking all over them. Nice dough to work with once it gets pulled together. Okay. I think we're there. A little bit bigger, but I think we'll be all right. Now I'm going to take my trusty, let's see, I want to make them this way. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. She's going to finish with hers. I'm going to make my strips. We come back. We'll be in the dining room. Stay with us. Here's how you can get all the recipes from today's show.
Just go to ctvn.org/at-home to get all the recipes from today's show for free. That's right, no subscriptions. They're available online at no cost, and more are being added each day. So join us at ctvn.org/at-home to get today's recipes now.
Well, I hope that you have joined us today and watched the programs because I'm telling you, this table was full of really wonderful food, delicious food, easy to make food, and stuff that your family's going to enjoy. Let's start here. This is our sausage gnocchi. Look at that. The gnocchi's in there and the slices of sausage in that wonderful, wonderful sauce. I'm telling you, incredible, easy to do. Next to it then is our baked cauliflower right here in the front. Look at that, isn't that beautiful, golden brown? We have a little dipping sauce. You can do ranch, you can do blue cheese, Italian, whatever you want. Could be horseradish. That's a great combo with any kind of a pasta. And then we have our quick and easy pasta. That one you're gonna love. I'm telling you, when you taste that cheese in there, and it's so simple, it doesn't have any meat in it, I'm telling you, you're gonna like that because that's quick and easy to do. So simple, so easy. And then there's our little butter breadsticks. I'm telling you, that garlic flavor, those are awesome and so easy to make. Get the kids to help you with that. They'll love it, and it's such fun. We've added a nice tossed salad. Tammy made us a beautiful tossed salad here with some nice greens. We added some, I call this my spritzer, my cranberry spritzer. It's cranberry juice and a little bit of 7-Up, and we have some lemon. What more could you possibly want? It's perfect. It's a great meal. Great any time of the year, winter, summer, fall, spring. When you're hungry for pasta, think about one of these. We hope you've enjoyed yourself. Be sure to join us the next time because it just wouldn't be the same without you. We'll see you then.
Food provided by Jordan Banana Company, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Dravosburg, Pennsylvania.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.